Welcome back to another episode of What Can We Get Into This Week, Piper Doug. Well, as you saw in the last episode, Beast roared back to life. Now, Beast is an 03 with 330,000 kilometers on it. My dad bought it secondhand. He used it for pulling the camper around. Then it was used for pulling the water trailer around, and then cattle trailer. And at that point, I inherited it. So, as you can no doubt see, he has been relegated to the farm truck. But, considering it is awful outside today, I've got some chores to do later on, but I'm starting a bit of a project with this one. So I kind of want to get this old guy looking better. So this is where y'all out there, my wonderful, beautiful subscribers, do I fix the box or do I flat deck it? Now, fixing the box would be either me getting patch kits and re-arching the box, or finding a takeoff box like when Hydro buys these trucks and puts service bodies on them, and they take the boxes off and then they sit in the shed somewhere. Now that would be great. Problem being, I would probably end up costing at least $1,000 to buy the box. Truck's worth what, 7, 8? So there's patch, replace, or build a flat deck type dealio, or find a cheap one and make it fit. So that's one that's up in the air. He has dings, dents, and others. This fender, weirdly, if you look this side, looks pretty good. Rusted, like the other side. But this side has taken the brunt of most of the accidents. As you can see along the door there. Now, in my defense, this is technically the side of the truck that meets cows and gates. Cattle people know what I'm talking about. So, not a lot of this is adult temper tantrums, which I've been told I suffer from. But I'm gonna have a go. I'm gonna have a go at fixing this. I do really enjoy, those who've been with me from the start that saw what I did to the roof of that Mini in the other shop know that I have a penchant for banging out dents. That sounded bad. Anyway, moving on. So I'm gonna pull the fender off, wing, and have a go. Can't make it any worse. Like can't make it any worse. Worst comes to worst, I can go, there's a place near here in a town called Nipawa. There's I'm not sure if it's a company, a business, what it's called, but they break Fords. I'm gonna go and try and get a grill for this. Yeah, like it needs new lights. Well, it needs a new light there. I think they all needed changed. They're pretty gooned. So yeah, if worse comes to worse, I'll just go and get another fender up there. But I'm gonna have a go. So, stick with me. Well, if you ever wanna know why every single 2000 and up Power Stroke truck rots out there, they all do, follow me. this thing. I don't even know what it's supposed to be for. I think it used to be up here. Yeah, I think it used to be some sort of a sound deadening thing, and then they all just fall down into the bottom there and rot the ever-loving crap out of your fender. Forward. Let's go for the Mad Max look. Bop, bop. Well, we'll call that about a 12-foot fix. If you're standing about 12 feet back, you just might not know something was up. Like I said, it's one of these where I don't know if I want to put as much work into it as throwing a whole bunch of Bondo and stuff at it, body filler. Like even cutting that out and make a patch for it, which wouldn't be that big of a job. Like I said, this truck has other issues. So, I got most of it back out. As you can see, there's wrinkles. But considering it was caved in, like I'll put a picture. So yeah. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to get a new set of lights. I think I might just get the all-in-one unit, because this one has the headlight and then the indicator side light. Actually, there's not even a light in that part, which is stupid. You got your low beam thing here, and then you got your indicator here, which is just odd because there's nothing happening there. Whereas in the later models, and maybe LED as well, I don't know. See how adventurous I get. This truck needs a new grille, because the great new grille that I built, ordered, brought in, buffed, painted in a previous video many years back. So maybe some of the long haulers will remember that video. Yeah, when this happened, wildlife, as in a heifer, yeah, blew out the corner of the grille and broke this tab off the headlight. So that's one of the reasons why I want to change the lights. See, this one's decent. It's on that side. It's not too faded, but you compare this one to that one, and I don't remember ever changing any of these headlights. But yeah, for some reason, that one's really messed up. That lower one is not bad on that side compared to this one. This one's all messed up, so either or. So yeah, then I probably set a new headlights, like the whole units, and a grille. I even cleaned out the box. How crazy is that? That's how much weight I was carrying around the back of this. I need a new window, but to try and get that window away from the rest of this, very hard. Like I said, I might go to that breaker yard. This tail light is okay. Yeah, you might notice the tailgate has an issue, but I'll see when I get the rear window if they have any decent tailgates kicking around. The big one is this. Yeah, that taillight's screwed, but I don't even know if I could hammer that out. There's no real way to get into it. So yeah. Anyway, it's not a princess. It's not going to win any beauty awards. Like I said, truck box is rough. some point I'm going to take this wing off, fender off, and take that piece of fiber, whatever it is, out of there, because this one you can see is starting to go as well, which means it's all balled up down there. Awesome. So yeah, like I said, we'll see. I'll get this back in the road. Oh yeah, and that was one of the other things. This. So what happens when your brother backs into your truck with a grain truck, pins the edge of the hood with the corner of the box. So yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, on to the next yeah, don't worry about that. That's just in to thaw out. This has a habit. The missus, hi honey, Mrs. Piper Doug was away to a council because she's deputy reeve in Winnipeg, so the car is covered in that salty crap. So yeah, I'm thawing it out. Plus, the vent for the tank is froze up again, so you can't fill it out without it chugging on you. So I've either got to hope for the best, or under here there's a valve air breather thing that I've got to take off and clean. I've done it before. Anyway, on to the next one. Oh yeah, I started working on this, cleaning all the parts, getting ready. So I think that'll be tomorrow night. Yep. There's one in every group. Quite often I would just grab the bill ring with the loader and try and shake them out, but because these are in-cab heifers and about a month away from calving, sawzall. I said that the irony of this is the first time that all three of my white trucks have been running. Oh, it's too funny. This one is the only one that's licensed. But the plan is, once once we get the cull cows and the calves sold, and the old bank accounts back up to on the right side of the line, the new headlights are going to get projector headlights for this, and a new grill. I think I need a tail light. One of the tail lights is buggered. This will get licensed, and the old dog there will be the backup. He'll be the farm truck. This will be my daily, because it's a 1 ton. It'll pull any of the trailers and stuff that I want to do. And then this thing will be for sale. Currently looking for a box for it, because this box had an accident with a bale, and the other side of the box had a very bad accident with somebody that worked for the farm, the grain farm. They put the truck and a trailer into the ditch and crushed that whole side of the fender. The reason there's a hole cut on the inner fender is I used that to push the whole fender out and back up. Kind of like my Jim Bob fix there. You'll see a paint line there. I managed to push everything back out, but up here the paint was so badly broken that I had to use some filler just to kind of clean it up, because it's not terrible. Like, it's not terrible. That's a new box top, because underneath, like this thing was pounded in. So yeah, this side we probably could get away with selling it as is. Like, it's a 2015, but it's low miles. It's only got about 130,000 kilometers on it. But that's a bit harder to fix because the fuel door, everything got wangled. Because this whole thing was all the way in. So yeah, this truck will be for sale. Because like I said, I don't need 2 1-tons. And when I have, sorry about this, my hands are going numb. It's currently minus 35. Yeah. With having 2, kind of like 2 older loader tractors, having 2 older diesels, I don't need a 3rd one. And this is worth more money selling than any of these 2. Because I think the 2 of these together, you would be hard pressed to get 15-20 grand for the 2 of them. This thing's worth over 40, so. Plus this is expensive on tires. It's over 2.5 grand every time I go to put tires on this. So, plus I don't want to deal with DEF anymore. So yeah, that's the plan. Keep my Fords, get rid of the Dodge, and get going. I don't know who left so much smoke in here. I don't know if it was a loader tractor or beast. Okay, so discussion. Yes, this place is an absolute pigsty. This tin is to finish that shelter out there. Garden tractor is currently being worked on, like I said. Quad, there's actually nothing wrong with the quad. It's just sitting here out of the way. Some astute, keen-eyed people will notice I have a 2-post hoist. Yes, I do. And it's a 10,000 pounder 2-post hoist, which means it would lift my diesel trucks. The dually loaded with fuel in it, yeah, that'd be a bit dangerous. But the other 2, yes, it would. Now this would be a cracking good time to install the lift. You know. Oh, why is that, Piper Doug? Because there's something coming in here. Oh, I just noticed it's probably a 10 mil. Just hiding right there. Squirrel! I'm gonna have to do a little bit of making a little bit more room in here. The baler is coming in. Yeah, been planning this for right on time, calving season. And I'm gonna roll the baler, put it in the back corner here, because the whole pickup on the baler, which is the part that picks the swath up into the chamber for those who are not farmers, the whole pickup needs to be taken apart and gone through. I'm pretty sure, and this will make more sense once we're into it. Pretty sure the bearings on either end are on their way out. Most of the teeth are on their way out. Half of the bands are still the original bands and they are on their way out. One of them has already left the station. Yeah, that happened at the end of the season. So it was starting to make a lot of tinny noises at the end of the season. So preventative maintenance, and let's face it, it's a cracking good baler. We haven't put any real money into it yet. So that's what we're going to be doing. Like I said in the last clip, once we get some money back into the old bank account there. And because I fixed the parts that were seized there and there, that were seized on the twine mechanism on that baler, and that is kind of, to answer some other questions, why we only net wrap bales. It's because we can only net wrap bales right now, because the previous owner never used the twine on the baler, and the arm, the pivot that the arm goes back and forward on, was seized solid, bone dry, no grease, seized. So I have since, well, I dropped the whole thing out of the baler, stuck it in the shop here, soaked it in diesel for weeks, if not months. Finally got it loose. So it's all there, sitting ready to go back into the baler. So what I'm gonna do is either with the skid steer, bring the baler and tuck it as far back in there as I can. That's the baler in here, ready to go through for the rest of the winter. Then next is the orange tractor. Once I get the word from Shoal Lake, the orange tractor is gonna come in here as far in as I can go, and we're going to drop the axle off of it and haul it away to Shoal Lake. So yeah, we'll go from somewhat space to this place will be packed again, but I gotta clean it out. So that's where we're at. Yeah. Well, I tell you, living without a workshop was not good. It was not pleasant. So here we go. Well, I'm up here with the second load of cull cows at what used to be Cadillacs, which is now Titan Cattle Sales. I've been here for almost half an hour. There's people in the building, and there's a tractor that keeps going by, putting out bales and stuff with 2 people in the cab. And I've been standing here waiting for half an hour. You can tell this isn't Cadillacs anymore. Maximum you'd stand for maybe 10 minutes before somebody would either come out of there or come through. Bloody brutal. If I thought of doing it, I would just open the gate, let the animals in here and shut them in and let them deal with it. But as you know, stuff can go wrong. So unless you're here to witness it. So there's the 3 there. There's a fat and 2 culls, and then there's 2 culls and 2 fats in the trailer. So yeah, waiting. Again, for those of you who don't know, this is how they read those digital tags. It's a scanner. That's why this part's made of wood. That way they can scan without metal interfering it. So it's a plate on either side. So when they're loading the trucks, there's one over there too. So when they're loading the trucks, it's like a barcode. And another one drives by. It's the 4th time that tractor has driven by with 2 people in it. Piper Doug's about to pop. So, it was a pretty good day today to finish off the video. We got the cull cows hauled. I know in the last clip I was waiting and waiting and waiting. So 35 minutes went by. Finally someone showed up and we got unloaded. The great part was cull cow fats market is quite good right now. Prices are quite strong. So thankfully it was over 90 cents a pound for the cows, which is good. So we still have one old bones in there, so I'm gonna call a local abattoir to see if they would take her and just get her made into hamburger basically. So but this is just one of these things to talk to people about cattle farming and why it's a hard life. It's tough. It's not just physically tough, it's emotionally tough. One of the cows that was on the last load was one of my pet cows. Most people would wonder, well, why would you sell her? Why wouldn't you just keep her? Well, this is a business. Animals have to make the farm money or we go out of business. And the cows go down the road anyway. Plus, you don't want that as the way that your cow goes down. So if an animal is starting to fail physically, it's best to send them off with their dignity still intact than for them to have problems and be in pain and all the rest of it. So it's a hard thing to deal with because, you know, these are animals that you've raised from a calf. You hug them and clap them, like these ones especially. Like there was at least 2 of them on that last load that were petted, and one was like a family pet. So yeah, that's a hard one, but the job got done, no one got hurt, prices are good, it was great. Then getting my chores done, as you can see we're losing light. This is the heifer's pen. So I did the steers, can't really see them, but anyway, they're there. Did the steers, got them fed, craziness, cleaned out the water trough because they like filling the water trough up with mouthfuls of straw from the bales. So then I go get the bales, come in here, and of course there's a calf stuck inside one of the bale rings, as there usually is. So I put the bale in the first one, and then I go to move the second one and realize the calf has a broken leg. It had got into the bale ring, stupid, and then tried to get back out of the bale ring and put its back leg through one of the spars. So whether one of the other animals had got fighting with it while it was stuck and pushed it over, and one of its back legs has snapped pretty badly. Now a lot of people would be saying, can't you get it to the vet? Can't they put a cast on it or a stookie or whatever? Vets will seldom set cattle's legs. It very seldom ever works. The reason that we're not even remotely looking at that is the bone broke the skin. And they always say once it's broken the skin, vets will definitely never ever even remotely touch it. So we've lost a heifer. There's nothing you can do with it. And I doubt it will live beyond the next couple of days because, like I said, the skin is broken. Calf is in a tremendous amount of pain, so I'm gonna have to euthanize it. So yeah, that's not great. But after some cow therapy out in the big herd with my other ladies, namely the one I was clapping with was Jetstar. Old Jet in this pen here, one of her daughters, super nice cow. So I use that as a way to calm myself down and put things into perspective. And what I came up with was, since calving in 2022, we haven't lost a yearling calf. We had no wildlife kills during the summer. We had no legs in a gopher hole breaks. We had no calves choked to death. So this, we'll write this off as one of our losses and move on. So, sorry to end in a bit of a crap mood, but this is the honesty, this is the realistic side of cattle farming. It is minus 41 tonight. Yeah. These are the hard days. And all you ranchers out there will know exactly what I'm talking about. These are the hard days. But you'll get up tomorrow and do it all over again. So,